Let's see what round 4's got. Oh!
Oh, boy.
Oh, good.
This is a match I don't think anyone's going to want to miss. The first time
on camera
that this combo deck is going to be on camera for Modern Magic Mondays, we have Cheerios.
I guess the name, I technically spelled the name wrong.
Is it not Cheerios?
It is Cheerios.
Oh.
But, you know, we'll do it the correct way.
Is it Artifact Storm?
Well, it is, but instead of having that O there, it's actually like a 0.
Oh, I see. Because we're elite.
Because, you know.
We're elite.
Because you're using all your 0-drop stuff
Sure.
with the deck.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying
Sure.
here? All right.
Sure. So we're gonna shuffle up. It looks like
we have a second green-white hexproof player at the shop.
Oh, okay. So yes, it's Robert. It's Robert Cure, a brewer.
Brewer by nature.
Definitely.
Yeah. He is a Commander EDH player.
He is.
That's his go-to format. But he comes out, plays Modern, has a couple stuff that he does. What?
I'm sorry, I hate to interrupt you, but I think I just saw my new favorite deck. And if that deck runs this particular card, Cheerios, or if this is just like a Jamie Armel thing, because Jamie is also a brewer. He likes the off-the-wall card choices. He's playing Turbo Fog and Standards. If that just goes to tell you, I mean, I did see a Turbo Fog at GP Utrecht. So it's actually a thing. Like, we can't just say like, oh, this is just Jamie.
I was talking to Jamie about it, and I was like, the Pro Tour meta breakdown. There was at least 3 people that were on the Fog.
Yeah, yo, Lunchbox 6977.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you so much for the follow. But no, I digress. The card that I saw was my favorite. I think probably my favorite white creature. Yo, Paola Chiarelli. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah.
I would have never gotten that name.
Monastery Mentor.
Oh.
Was in this deck.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So he's doing that.
Yo, I've just is now following. Thank you so much, dude.
So I know his sideboard has Geist in it too.
Yeah, it does.
So
it does.
Now I mean, for the most part, the deck, like when you see it online and you see it for the most part, it runs just it technically runs 8 creatures. For the most part, like most of the lists that you're seeing, it runs Pure Steel Paladin, which we have, because those are the expensive ones right now.
Yo, Ricky Dozer, thank you so much for the follow.
And then it runs. What's the dwarf's name?
Saram.
There you go, Saram, because it does the same thing that Pure Steel does.
Gotcha.
Essentially.
Yeah.
So the objective of the deck is you're going to play these 0-cost artifacts. For the most part, they're equipments. Bone Saw.
Bone Saw.
I think there's
a Kite Shield.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like the shields. Cheerios is not a real deck. It's
becoming a real thing.
It's like it's a fringe deck. Once people realize how the deck works and what it's supposed to do, like once you realize you're playing against this deck, if you have removal that can kill off his creatures, you just sit there and keep that removal up as soon as he plays it. You kill it.
Yep.
If you have disruption, because turn 1, you strip away one of their 8 creatures, they're done. And that's a really good point from Sky Falcon. It's real if you don't face interaction. Because if you can get by, like, this is actually not a good matchup for Robert. Like, Rob's sitting here going, hey, my deck has 1 line of play. Play a
Suit
creature.
Up the dudes and go.
Yeah, exactly. Play
Suit
a
up the
creature,
dudes.
put all the stuff on it, and go. While Jamie's deck is like, play a creature, play an artifact, draw a card, 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 play Mox, return all my artifacts to my hand, play an artifact, draw a card, play an artifact, do this, build up a giant, oh snap!
It's on Sap.
Oh.
On Sap.
I tried so hard. I was like,
he did. He saw the P's. Had to be on
Yeah,
Sap.
no, and then you just build up a giant storm count.
Yo, Primetime Carl, thank you so much for the
nice
follow.
Build a giant storm count and you kill him with Grape Shot.
All right.
So it's like a
Sacred
subtle,
Foundry, Glade Cover Scout.
subtle storm deck that's running around there.
Yep.
Oh, going to 17.
Now here's the deal.
What's the deal?
Here's the deal, Jamie.
Keep track of your storm
I
count
better see
because
a
we're not
storm
going to do
count.
it for you.
I'm not.
It's like 20 something.
Yeah, it's, I mean, I haven't been keeping count, but it's at least 20.
Come on, we're like in the X and 4 bracket right now. Why does it matter if I keep track? Because you're playing the deck. You should always keep track of what you're doing.
Here he is.
Ledge walker elf guy.
I can't think of the word right now. It's
He's
like
a ledge walker.
It's a yes. It's a ledge walker. Is the second part of the name.
See,
I agree.
I got there.
But it starts with an S.
Sky Sovereign Ledge Walker. No,
No, that's not
naming
Sky
stuff.
Sovereign.
All right, hey, here's an enchantment. Swinging in, bringing the beats,
And he's going to fetch, and we're going to see... Are we going to see a turn 2 kill? Because that would be pretty entertaining.
Would it?
It would, because then people go, oh, look how powerful this deck is. And then they build it and spend all this money. And then they face interaction, and they go, man, this deck sucks.
No, it's like it is. Look, all right, here we go. It's gonna happen.
It's
Boom.
gonna happen.
1 storm count is 2 right now.
Okay.
We don't see any counters.
Nope. 3. We're not keeping track right now. Okay.
There we go.
There we go. Let's get
That was his
iPad
point.
out of
Yeah,
the
he's,
way.
look, we don't need that. You gonna die.
Silhana, that's what it was.
Ah,
Silhana Ledgewalker. Thank you, Dark Lord.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the left side of the table tonight. We'll have to look at the lighting and why it's doing that.
Ornithopter.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's a 0-cost spell.
It is. Oh, he's running Silence mainboard.
Yeah, Mox Opal.
I would like to return all of these, please.
Retract. 9. Do it again.
Hey, where's your path?
Hey, Rob, what are you doing? Don't help him. Make him keep track. 12. 14. 15.
Okay. This is showing you what the deck can do, guys. Like, this is...
If Cheeri0s wins, I'm gonna cry. Here's the retraction. Is it retraction? Retraction.
I saw it go down in price on Goldfish the other day.
Oh boy. 20. 23. No, 21. 22. Looking for a grape shot.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing.
24.
Now, it actually gets even crazier when you have
I think you got it.
2
Right?
triggers, like being able to draw more cards than just one. But yeah, oh, he's
But he can't. He
needs
can't cast it though.
he needs a Mox and at least like a Simeon Spirit Guide here. He's got the Grape Shot.
Yeah. I think he's digging for the Mox. Yo, thank you, dude.
Well,
Look at
he
that
has a Mox because he was able to retract.
retracted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Storm.
Storm.
Currently at 28.
I just think of Storm, Earth, and Fire.
Mox.
Heed my call. Does he have another retract in there? Otherwise, he
Uh-oh.
has to move to discard.
Uh-oh.
And that whole thing
I mean,
is for not.
You can't. Like, it has to happen now. If you...
What is that? That is a creature as well. Looks like a goblin. Alright, let's equip all these. What?
Oh, I see. I see. Sure. I mean, this is like Plan Z, right?
Yeah, this seems like move to discard. Yeah, what just happened?
He didn't have the red mana.
He didn't get a Simeon Spirit Guide.
Yeah, he couldn't...
Oh.
that pesky grape shot, yo.
So, Jamie's running a slightly different version than some of the ones that we're seeing online and things like that, because he's running like ornithopters and he's running this goblin that I don't know what he does.
A pesky grape shot.
Yeah, what is that goblin? All right. If he's got a
Hey, you can cast grape shot now.
you
Or-
could.
That goblin is looking mighty strong.
Oh, that's another way you could do it. Second Mox. You're right, because he can float
Sure.
and then play them on.
Oh, goblin.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So definitely that kind of other ways to win, not just opting for the grape shot win. Okay, all right. So his list does run more creatures. That's kind of cool, because normally these equipments here are giving toughness. They're not really giving power, but now this guy has gotten quite big. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So it's a 6. Wait, does it got trample too? Wow. It gets trample too. So it was a 17
Wow.
there.
Right on time.
And he's like, oh yeah, look, I got this grape shot too.
Yep.
By the way, I just need another red source. So, wow. I actually like that idea of having the goblin as another win con in there. What are your thoughts on that? Grape shot or bust?
Yeah, I feel a little let down.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I was promised a grape shot
Heated
win,
boggles.
and I didn't get it.
Would you like to read off Jamie's board then? Because you were really hoping for that.
Sure. Yeah,
What
no
we got
problem.
going on here?
Yeah, he's got 2 Swan Song, 2 Gear per Aether Grid,
Ew.
3 Leyline of Sanctity, 2 Geist of Saint Trav, 2 Sigarda's Aid, 2 Wear and Tear,
Hulk
And
uppercut.
two-
Thank you for the follow.
Path to Exile. Dude, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, Robert. Grape shot for 1. Let's see. Swan Song is his counter target spell, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
And they get a bird.
Yeah.
Here, have a 2/2 bird.
Yeah, Aether Grid, can't do anything with that. Leyline of Sanctity, I think, is not what the doctor ordered. The Sigarda's Aid is the return,
That's find
an artifact
or an
Equipment.
enchantment
Okay.
or equipment, and add it to your hand.
Okay, so maybe a Sigarda's Aid, definitely the Wear and Tears. Path to Exile is not good.
Mm-mm.
Maybe the Geists? Maybe a one of?
Yeah, so like I like the wear and tears. I like the Swan Song. You could make the argument for Geist. You can also make the argument for the Grid because of all those artifacts. You can just like deal damage to him that way.
Yeah.
It's a really slow way to do it. So
My thing about the Swan Songs though is that you're giving them a 2/2 bird with a handful of enchantments. So you've given them a bird
here's
with
some
flying
evasion, yeah.
already, and then to be able to swing. Oh, have flash. Okay.
Oh yeah, it is an enchantment.
Yo,
that-
thank you, Probable.
Yeah.
It's like we have a card bot or something that we could use instead of just speculating about what the card should do.
Yep. That would be smart.
Yeah. Equips are free on Enter the Battlefield though. That's it's pretty good with that Goblin Cavalier thing. But what's Rob bringing to the table?
His is a pretty standard style, if you will, like 3 Leyline of Sanctity, 1 Rest in Peace, 1 Disenchant, 2 Stony Silence, 2 Gaddock Tea, 1 Natural State, 1 Fog. 2 Steel of Primordium, 1 Blessed Alliance, and 1 Aura of Silence. What is the Aura of Silence?
I got you.
Thank you.
Artifact and enchantment spells your opponents go. Oh!
Wait a minute. Wow.
That's an instant in.
That is sweet.
Wow.
I like that a lot.
That is like. Oh.
You can also make the argument for Leyline. Guess what? Grape Shot doesn't work against you now.
Yeah.
So that could be a way to do it. But knowing that there are those creatures, he's got to. You could also be like, all right, depending on how his list, how much he wants to shave off of things. Definitely Aura of Silence. You could say, okay, maybe 2 Leyline of Sanctity and maybe that 1 Fog because he died to regular damage there. So those are definitely things to consider bringing forward for this sort of match. Knowing that Jamie has his list built a little bit different than other Cheerio lists there. But
wow, that Aura of Silence, though. That's like,
sweet. That is sweet.
Wow.
It's a spicy meatball there.
You know what's funny is that not only does that like feel like it's just a total Cheerios target, he's also prepared for Eric.
Yeah.
That's the mirror match right there too.
And what's great that Rob is such an EDH player.
Oh yeah,
there's cards that he can think of and come up with that's like nobody else would sit there and think about it, and they go, "What?" Metagame's so hard.
Yo, PSB, are you looking for a card, dude?
Alright, so we did see a creature. There's a Silence. 2 Moxes.
That's true. That is true.
What's that?
Clint mentioning he could be dead before turn 4, before he gets the 3 mana.
Right, that is true. Like, it is very possible. I like Silence a lot. The only lists that really run Silence in Modern are this and Ad Nauseam.
Ad Nauseam.
Because you could be like, yeah, on my upkeep, I'm going to cast Silence. So, you wanted to interact with me? Nah, you can't. Sorry. You're going to have to stop me from doing this, and that might waste your spell that that you would normally use to stop me from comboing off. Alright, so players are deciding whether to keep or mulligan.
Dark Lord says he won the mirror match. That's good.
Nice.
Windswept. 17, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't say that.
Nope, we can't.
Life is relevant when we think about it. He's
Sea
gonna
Chrome,
just like
this matchup. Sea Chrome Coast for Jamie.
we don't have any of those either. That's okay.
Sea Chrome Coast?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't.
One of the few lands that we don't have access to.
Yo, Angry Chewy, what goblin is that? That is the Goblin Gravelier.
Yeah, that guy. He gets plus. He's a 1/1.
I'm sorry, Gavalier.
Yeah,
not Gravelier.
1/1 with trample, and he gets +2 for each equipment attached to him.
Not Gaga.
No, not Gaga.
I can't spell, but you get the picture.
Yeah, you don't have to spell it right. Just close. Look at this Silence that he did. How rude.
Just
He's like, hey, you would normally want to be attacking me and doing stuff to me. You can attack me just for 1.
send a message.
Boom. Theme from last couple weeks. Send a message. Poison. Yep, there it is. Boom. 1.
Coming across.
Message has been sent.
I don't care if I can't cast spells. I'm still gonna get you. Alright, so Jamie's in a tough spot here. He needs a second land. And then he can really go off. Because he has Paladin in hand. And some artifacts. And you can see him... I don't think he has a retract or what is it? Retrace?
It's either retract or retraction.
Retract. The message,
Retract.
yeah, the message for tonight is read the cards. Ooh, our spirit.
Core Spirit
yeah.
Dancer.
Core spirit. I couldn't. For whatever reason, I was blanking on what creature type he was. Core.
Got another one.
Boom! Here it is. Time to die.
Pure Steel Paladin.
Trigger. Yes, that's how you stop this deck. That's it.
Bad beats.
Some nice looking planes.
Hmm.
Unhinged or unglued, do you prefer? Like the full art ones like this, or the ones that look like you're looking through a window?
Those ones.
I think the full arts definitely have their place in a lot of decks, but I like the other ones in particular decks.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's preference. Ah. I would like to draw some cards.
Yep. Core Spirit Dancer.
Yeah, it get,
Flexing over here.
just saying, oh, yes, I'm going to get +2 from each of those. And then I'll draw a card because it's an aura. There's Disenchant, looks like,
Daybreak?
and Daybreak. So he's just like, yeah, I would like to pretty much just stop you from doing what you're going to do. I'm going to kill you.
Oh, does Jamie have an Echoing Truth in hand, though?
Maybe. Two, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 right now.
Yo, Pants is saying, why doesn't Cheerios run Dispel main? That's what I would do.
It's a big part of why it runs stuff like Silence.
Because Pact of Negation.
Back to negation. Pants, why is Cardbot not liking you right now?
Arbot, please. Crash for a whole bunch. 8? I think he's at 8 now.
Might be, let's see. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
So he could be at 8 or 7 or, I don't know. We'll say.
Looks like he's going to go to 5? We'll say 5.
Oops. What is up with the card bot? Alright, so if you're sitting in Jamie's spot, are you just hoping that you can go off here?
Yes.
Alright, here's the first. Here's the second.
Shields are technically down.
Oh, no.
Shields are technically down.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so he got put in the spot where he couldn't really be able to do anything in that spot by casting both of his paladins. But you needed that extra draw off of it. But it's just go to game 3, and we got to tell you what everybody sided in here. Because that's one of the things we like to do at Modern Magic Mondays. Bring up sideboards, do our discussion, what we would bring in, what you think might be good to bring in, have that discussion going with everybody. And then we tell you what exactly the players brought in, because that is something that does get to happen.
Yep. So we got... Here we go.
And yeah, so we do get the discussion going of why he couldn't do anything. So we had the 2 Moxes out. Legendary rule applies. Does get Metalcraft there. Can float a blue, loses 1, and then bounces back. The problem is he only gets 2 artifacts to play, and so that's like, all right, draw 2 cards. If he doesn't, I mean, I guess you try for it, but that's really tough knowing that he didn't have very many stuff there. Alright, so Jamie decided to bring in the stuff that we were talking about. 2 Wears and Tear, 1 Swan Song. And he took out an Aetherflux Reservoir. So, interesting, like, main board stuff. His list is a little bit different than some other people's there. On Robert's side, we did see him bring in the 3 Ley Lines, opting for all 3, the Aura of Silence, and a Stony Silence, too. So, saying, you know what, you're not going to equip it onto that Goblin. We're not going to be playing that. So, opted for that route instead of, like, the Fog effect, which I think is better. So, cool. Makes a lot of sense. He took out the Ledgewalker, 1 Spirit Link, 1 Keen Sense, 1 Hyena's Umbras, and 1 Gift Spoon there.
Spoon.
That one. Griff Spoon. There's an R in that word somewhere. So a lot of the cards that we had discussed coming in for the players. Yeah, why do you hate users tonight, MTG Bot? What is going on?
Well, I don't know about that, Pants.
No, the bot, like, that's the other thing is, like, the bots sometimes just get muddled up. Revlobot, like, we haven't really had any people gambling tonight, too, on the matches. Like, gambling, or just gambling in general, because you guys have all those manas there.
True. Aura of Silence, I like that.
Yeah, but if there are cards, just pop them up, let us know, and we'll be happy to search them up for you guys to make it easier. Because that is one of the benefits of having the card bot. I just don't know why only our mods are able to look for stuff, because that's not normally the case with card bot. All right, so we're going to get some fetchings going here. Some shockings. Is this going to be a turn 2 kill? Turn 3 kill? Okay, so he says, play my creature. Oh, interesting. Okay, Wild explaining things that you can't tap either Opal for mana when there are 2 in play. You must resolve the state-based action of putting 1 into the graveyard due to legendary rule first before you get to do that. So you could. That's why you'll see players float a mana and then play their second Mox. That's how that works.
Stormcount 1. He's got a Pure Steel and a Saram on the field.
Oh, but there's a path. But he basically needed to path 1 now, because now every time he plays one of these 0-cost equipments, he's drawing 2 cards. Yeah, this is not a good opening hand for Boggles if he had to turn 1 Dryad Arbor here. But maybe that was his only green source. Ugh. What is modern? 8th edition to current, which is true. From Wiki. So this is really showing the power of having 2 creatures in play that let you draw off them. And here's our mocks. So we're going to continue to draw here for Jamie's side of things. And you see Ron being a nice guy, helping with the storm count. I believe there is a Grape Shot already in hand. He's looking for some more ways to draw Ornithopter.
Oh my.
Boom. Anyone play? It's your frog, man.
Dude, get good frog.
Get good frog. Get frog monster. Should Death Shadow, SSG, or Opal get banned? I think.
It's probably gonna be.
I would say, if anything, it would be the Simian. All right, so at that point in time, we do see Rob gonna scoop it up because he's like, here's my retract. I'm gonna do it all over again, and I'm getting 2 draws again.
Sure.
Every single time. There's no way that I can't find a second Mox or a Simian or something like that. But I do agree that nothing should be banned right now. I think the format as it stands is in a really good spot. It's very wide open. There's lots of decks that are getting played. People have done the whole discussion about what to unban and things like that. And what about Jace? And what about Stoneforge? And this and that. And I do not think that Stoneforge should be in Modern. I think it's very strong. I don't think it's
a street I've never lived on. If anything, we need unbans.
I like the idea of unbans, but
yeah.
we have to be careful about. So this guy, I know what he's gonna say.
I mean, I'm just saying, press 1 if you want to see Splinter Twin. Yo, Zack Attack John.
You guys know
he essentially pressed 1.
To be honest, I would not mind Twin being unbanned at some point in the future. I don't know. Counterspell could be cool. Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing Counter. Look at everybody. Yeah. Oh, okay. Give me Stoneforge. I'll give Brett Splinter Twin for a trade.
No, wait a second.
Not enough time has passed. I agree. I think. Well, I don't know about Preordain. I don't know. See, like, this is a cool discussion to have. I sit there and go over the cards that could be unbanned, or banned, and we do those discussions around ban periods when they do those announcements and stuff. So, let's take a look at our points. We got one more round, guys.
We got one more round.
You know, things have been moving along nicely. We've seen some cool decks tonight, some fun ones, some quick ones. But you know what this means? We're gonna see Boggles again.
Yeah, we are. Boggles is on a tear.
Boggles is
maybe.
No, no.
I'm out.
Nope, we don't need any of that.
Nope.
Get out of here, Bloodbraid Elf. Let's do it, guys. Final round of the night.
Yo, Black Green Tron versus Green White Hexproof. Let's go. Stormcast.